10 best places to visit in Sweden. Imagine a place where the midnight sun glows through summer nights and the northern lights dance across the sky in winter. A country where centuries-old Viking legends meet sleek, modern cities, and where pristine forests and wild archipelagos stretch out as far as the eye can see. That place is Sweden, an often overlooked Scandinavian gem that packs more wonder than most travelers expect. So if you've ever dreamed of exploring this Nordic wonderland, buckle in. Here are the 10 best places to visit in Sweden, and every single one might just take your breath away. Stockholm. Let's begin with Stockholm, the beating heart of Sweden and arguably one of Europe's most beautiful capitals. Built across 14 islands and connected by a graceful lacework of bridges and boats, this city doesn't just sit by the water, it's part of it. You can explore Gamla Stan, the colorful old town with its narrow cobbled streets and royal palaces, then drift over to the ultra-modern districts where design shops, minimalist cafes, and waterfront galleries create a vibe that's both cutting-edge and cozy. Stockholm manages to feel calm and electric at the same time, and every corner tells a story, from Viking relics to tech startups. And if you're wondering how a city can be this clean, this stylish, and still this chill, well, that's Stockholm's secret. Gothenburg. Now, if Stockholm is Sweden's graceful queen, Gothenburg is its cool, creative cousin with a taste for the sea. Located on the west coast, this port city is a magnet for artists, foodies, and anyone craving a slower, friendlier vibe. It's a place where you can hop on a vintage tram, browse through local fashion boutiques, then sit down at a waterfront cafe for some of the best seafood in Northern Europe, especially the shrimp sandwiches, which are practically a rite of passage. The city's industrial past has given way to a thriving cultural scene, with music festivals, street art, and hidden gems around every corner. Plus, just minutes away lie dozens of coastal islands, perfect for day trips or sunset swims. Gothenburg doesn't try to impress, it just makes you feel welcome. Abisko National Park. Far above the Arctic Circle lies one of Sweden's most extraordinary treasures, Abisko National Park. This is the place for travelers who crave untouched nature, silence broken only by the wind, and skies that turn into living paintings. In the winter, Abisko becomes one of the best places in the world to see the northern lights, thanks to its clear skies and polar nights. In summer, the midnight sun glows across the tundra, and you can hike the legendary Wargriks Kungsleden Trail, Altishi, crossing alpine valleys, wild rivers, and blooming meadows. Visby, Gotland. Now imagine a medieval town straight out of a fantasy novel. Visby. On the island of Yakutant, Gotland is just that. Surrounded by thick stone walls filled with centuries-old churches and lined with houses that look like they've stood for 500 years, because many of them have, Visby is one of Sweden's best-preserved historical towns. In summer, it hosts the Medieval Week, where the whole town transforms into a time capsule with knights, falconers, and troubadours. But even beyond the theatrics, Visby's charm is real. Flower-covered ruins, seaside cafes, and cobbled lanes make it a dream to explore. Gotland's coastline is also full of natural beauty, cliffs, beaches, and formations known as rocks that seem to defy gravity. It's a perfect blend of myth and reality. Malmö. At the southern tip of Sweden sits Malmö, a city that perfectly captures the country's modern, multicultural soul. Connected to Denmark via the stunning Öresund Bridge, Malmö is where centuries of history meet bold architecture and diverse global influences. You'll find castles, cobblestones, and old markets just steps away from sleek skyscrapers and contemporary art museums. It's one of Sweden's greenest and most sustainable cities, filled with parks, bike paths, and waterfront hangouts. What's truly unique about Malmö is its energy. It doesn't shout for your attention, but it stays with you long after you've gone. Uppsala. If you're fascinated by Viking lore, Nordic history, and intellectual legacy, then Uppsala is your kind of place. Just an hour north of Stockholm, Uppsala is a university town with a quiet confidence, known for its towering cathedral, ancient burial mounds, and the legacy of Carl Linnaeus, the father of modern taxonomy. But beyond its academic credentials, Uppsala is incredibly atmospheric. In the spring, cherry blossoms bloom across the university parks. In winter, snow gently dusts the historic rooftops. There's a rhythm to life here, less hurried, more thoughtful. You don't just visit Uppsala, you study it, absorb it, and somehow leave feeling wiser. The Stockholm Archipelago. Only minutes from the bustling capital lies an entirely different world. The Stockholm Archipelago, a vast network of over 30,000 islands, skerries, and islets that stretch into the Baltic Sea like a shattered mirror. Some are home to quaint fishing villages, others hold nothing but pine trees and silence. You can hop on a ferry from the city and find yourself picnicking on a deserted beach, or kayaking between moss-covered rocks. In summer, the islands burst with life, sailing, swimming, open-air dinners under a never-ending twilight sky. It's a rare kind of escape, where nature and simplicity rule. You don't need a plan, just pick an island and let the archipelago work its quiet magic. Ore. Think Sweden is only about snow-covered cabins and frozen lakes? Well, you're right. But let's talk about Ore, Sweden's top ski resort and all-season adventure hub. In the winter, it's a snowy paradise with world-class slopes, cozy lodges, and the kind of après-ski culture that keeps your cheeks warm and your spirits high. But when the snow melts, Ore transforms into a hiker's and biker's dream, with alpine trails, waterfalls, and paragliding for the brave. Add in a splash of spa culture and a pinch of Scandinavian luxury, and you've got the ultimate active getaway. It's where you go to move, breathe, and remember how good it feels to be outdoors. Dalarna. Dalarna isn't just a region, it's a feeling. It's the Sweden you see in storybooks. Red cottages by the lake, people dancing around the maypole in midsummer, and wooden Dala horses carved with love. Located in the heart of the country, Dalarna is where traditions live and breathe. Villages like Rättvik and Mora celebrate Swedish folklore with festivals, handicrafts, and community warmth. In winter, frozen lakes become skating rinks. In summer, wildflowers paint the countryside. It's ideal for travelers who want to go beyond the cities and connect with the true essence of Sweden. You come here for the beauty, but you stay for the soul. Kalmar and Öland. Let's finish on the east coast where Kalmar, a small town with a big castle, offers a gateway to one of Sweden's best-kept secrets, the island of Öland. Kalmar's cobbled streets and well-preserved fortifications are charming enough, but cross the 6-kilometer bridge to Öland, and you'll find windmills, sandy beaches, and fields of orchids stretching to the horizon. There's a simplicity here that's hard to describe. Open skies, quiet roads, and an endless sense of space. It's the perfect place to disconnect from the world and reconnect with what matters. Sweden isn't just one kind of destination, it's many. From ancient ruins to rooftop bars, from frozen tundras to sunny islands, every corner offers something new, something pure, and something truly memorable. If you loved this journey through the best of Sweden, be sure to like this video, subscribe for more travel deep dives, and comment below. Which place would you visit first? Thanks for watching, and until next time, keep exploring.